Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I didn't like the audio I had for the start of the video, so I decided I'm going to have a little voiceover. Don't know how it's going to sound because I'm doing this through my editor instead of my OBS, and that has mic filters on it and such. I think my editor has pretty good filters on it, but I don't know. Still, I just want to say hello and welcome the video, and so we can get into what we're going to get into. But hello and welcome to the video. But we are back for another video, and in today's video I'm not going to do anything for the museum. I'm going to put the museum on a little like stilt. I'm going to put a pin in it, okay? I'm going to put a pin in the museum for right now for this episode so that I can express a little bit more creativity in some other minor projects. There's a few little things that I've done and that I have completed, just background stuff that I've needed to get done, minor terraforming and like little decoration pieces here and there too that I was working on. So I think I've said a few times, maybe I didn't include it in a video, but I always wanted to put a small little like village right here. Of course there would be no villagers to occupy the village. Maybe I can put some pumpkin people around, but I did want to have a little village. I thought it would be cute to have a little rustic village. And right here, it's kind of awkward space. There isn't really stuff that you can do right there, not really buildings that you can put right there, and if you do put them there, it's kind of awkward to get over there. So I thought that it would just be better to fill the space up with a forest. So I put a little miniature forest, and we can actually get a better view of it if I go down. I just kind of thought that it was an awkward space, like it's not really a pathway here. You go over here, you're probably look at the butcher shop, or you're gonna go to the lumber yard and you're gonna get some spruce trees, which they're not growing the best. I was told that it is because of the block above right here that it just causes it to be real weird, and I'm really particular with how I cut my trees down, so I don't care if it's a little weird, if it doesn't grow in the nicest way possible, or if some of them never truly grow. Made sure that I placed these trees so they wouldn't touch any of the trees here, and hopefully they just don't. Got a 4-block gap in between them. I hope nothing will be, too crazy. But I needed to fill up this space, and I needed to, get it all nice and pretty too. But I didn't want to put anything too crazy down there. I thought it would be nicer to have more foliage around. So I came up with this little oak tree design because I got a lot of spruce trees and I got a lot of birch trees just out and about, and so I thought it'd be nice to have a little oak tree design. So I made it a little plus. Very simple, not the prettiest tree that you could make, not the best looking tree that you could make, but I like it. I think it's cute. And I like the shape of all of these. I kind of look at them in a very cartoony way. That's how I mostly see my world. It's like a cartoon. I can put some images of what I'm thinking up because, I'm never going to miss an opportunity to draw out my imagination. But this little village was something I had planned out for a very long time. I just didn't know how to start it or how I wanted it to look. So I definitely put it on the back burner in my head. I've got this barn. Now, it's not the prettiest barn, I will agree. It's not pretty, but I think I've made a lot of ugly things here before, and so it fits in perfectly fine. I didn't know what this house could be used for. Maybe it's just a basic house, but I do have this farmland right here, and I'm thinking that maybe I can continue the farmland right there. Oh, a ton of wolves just spawned. Farmland right there and make it more like a farmhouse. So that's cute. And this house right here is just a basic little house. Get some bricks. This was a pain to set up. Like a real pain. I had to do some fancy stuff when it came to that. But just filling up space and making it look nice and more compact and well put together. Something I wanted to do for a very long time, since I can remember setting it up. I had a sign put over here quite a while ago, and I just never came over here because I never started working on the village. I never ended up doing this, but for a long time I wanted to set up a little natural waterfall, and I thought doing it right here would just be the cutest thing ever. Okay, so over here by the spawn, I have terraformed quite a bit. I took down this little hill that was right here. Oh, geez. Okay. I took down this hill that was right here, and I expanded the shoreline. I have to kind of fix this right here for a bit. And I closed up the really weird lake that was over here, and I expanded and shortened the mountain that was right here. So you can tell I just kind of left and I didn't finish just growing grass everywhere. But yeah, it's empty down under here. It's just completely empty. Yeah, just empty down in there. Obviously, in the next couple of weeks, in the next month or so, fall is going to be starting, and it's just going to be that time of year, the spookier season, where everything gets colder and life is just kind of more enjoyable. But it's gonna get spookier, it's gonna get cozier, and I had ideas to make a little spooky, cozier area that's like, you know, we've got haunted mansion and stuff. So I've got this all prepared for the first couple of buildings that we want to build and how we may want to put it all together. So because I have taken up all of the space around here, I thought that it would be nice to build some things for back over here behind my house. Now, I am a idea that I want to make, which was suggested to me by my lovely mother. My mom. Everybody say hi to my mom. Is she thought it would be cute to have a flower shop and a paint store. So like a dye shop where I can put a bunch of dye. And since I need dye for the museum, I thought that that would kind of be perfect. I don't know how I want these stores to be set up. I don't know if I want this path to come out here and then we have like a little store right here and a store right here, or to come out here and we have like a big long path and a store, then a store, and then maybe more stores. That might be really cute, and it might also kind of help obscure that over there, since you need a resource pack for it to look decent. And so that's what I'm gonna build. That's what I'm gonna build here, is a flower shop and a dye shop. And I have an idea for the flower shop, and I haven't done this before with any of my builds, but I want to base the flower shop off of the flower shop from My Sims. I love My Sims. This is a little bit of lore about me, I guess. My Sims has got to be one of my favorite like childhood games I've ever played. Every so often, like every few years, I'll want to get back on and like just play it straight for like a week. And like I never finish the game, but I love it. I love like the little building and the cute like little interactions that you can have with everybody. And I like the fact that you can get like happiness essences and like cute essences. I think it's all adorable. Right here, I have the flower shop. This is just the base flower shop from My Sims. It's the one that you first see, I think, when you like start the game and all that. And it's a little interesting. I mean, I think if you've never played My Sims, you don't know what it looks like, you might have an interesting reaction to this. But I feel like with the materials that I've been given, the very limited amount of materials, I made it look pretty good. I'm very proud of this. And I think it looks very nice. So this is the inside. It doesn't look like the inside of her shop because the inside of her shop is very different from how the outside looks. And honestly, I don't feel like it matches at all. But I did want to, you know, put some more pink elements into the shop and also put some flowers on display. And I got a little crafting table just in case I ever come across it and I need one. And up here there's a bed and like a dresser and all that kind of stuff that you'd find in a regular bedroom. And each one of these has a rose on the outside of it. I just thought that'd be fun. And the rose is my favorite flower, so I made this like little area here for it. I filled it in. I finished filling it in. I took down some trees that were over here. Took down, I think there was like a small mountain right here, just like a little hill about as big as that. Took that down and I started building this. Now I wanted to build this first so I can get an idea of what I want to do for this whole area, and I'll expand on it every so often. I just want to add more, I guess, clutter around the space. Hello, it's voiceover me again. The audio at the beginning of this clip was super weird, and so I just decided to come here and say hello again because I missed you. No, but I got suggested a really good idea a couple of days ago, and I thought that it would be really perfect to do for 300 subscribers, which I recently reached. And again, here's another thank you, saying thank you for getting to 300. It's a little weird to me. I'm growing a lot quicker than I ever really expected. It's not the quickest someone can grow, but it's enough to make me feel like nothing is real. But this idea is to have subscriber and commenter names on a board, and I just thought it was a really good idea. However, I don't have names for people to put on here. Like, there's definitely names I could get, but I wanted to know if anybody wanted to be on the board. So instead of just getting every random name, I wanted to know specifically who wants to be on the board. So if you want to be on the board, please comment. I only have one person on the board right now, and that's the person who came up with the idea. So thank you very much. But if you want your name on the board, you should please comment. I'm running out of time, so I gotta go. But bye-bye. Bye. I'm sorry. I literally just said goodbye, but I forgot to mention that I don't feel comfortable writing full names on the board. So if you want your name on the board, please give me your online name or just a first name or maybe an in-game name, something that's not your full name. It's not something I necessarily feel comfortable with writing. I know some people don't care if their full name's out there, but I want to be as nice as I possibly can, and like, I don't know, like a preactive security guard, I guess. That sounds real weird, but I hope you understand what I'm talking about when I say that. And that is the first person on the subscriber board. Okay, I have completed the paint studio. This wasn't the original idea I had for the paint studio. Well, the original idea I had for the paint studio was no idea at all. I didn't know what I was going to do. But I did know that I wanted it to be white wool and bricks. That's all I knew. It was white wool and bricks. And I didn't really know what vibe I wanted to give off. I tried looking at images of, oh my god, a pink sheep just spawned. I'm sorry. I got so distracted. I saw that at the corner of my eye. This has only happened one other time in this world. Okay, I hate to do this, but yeah, thanks. I tried looking at images of different paint studios, like just Google searching them and seeing how they look. I knew that I wanted some big windows, but that's all I knew. Big windows, wooden floors, white walls with brick accents, that's all I know. At first, I just had it like this one right here where it was just straight across all the way through, but it looked very bland and like I needed it to have its own uniqueness. So I thought about putting some brick slabs on top. For a split second, I had thought about doing a roof like that right there. And as you can see, I basically did it here again, but I wanted to put some brick slabs on the top, see if maybe the extra half height would add something to it. And then I thought, well, hold on, let me make it like an arch. So I did that right there. And if I go to the side, I also did it over there, but you can also see I want to show off some of the paintings on the side of the building, add some character to it. So I've got some paintings right there. But I also did it right here, and it connects over here to this side, which is a pretty big one. And I think overall the roof looks very good, and the roof itself is made out of wooden logs, just oak logs, not the entire roof. You can't really see it if I jump up, but we're not going to be looking at the very top of the roof, so the middle log at the very top is just oak wood, just so I can make it easier. There's no need to put a full block. This is the inside. We got our little studio, like, big lights, and this is where the dye is going to be. So this was also like my mom's idea, so thank you to my mom. She helped a lot this episode, so everybody thank my mom. But she was like, you could definitely, like, the flower shop and also like a dye shop and like make it like a painting shop. And I thought, oh, that would be such a good idea, make it like a paint studio where I can keep all my dye. So I've got all the dye that I have here except for lapis. Lapis is still at my original house because I just didn't bother bringing it, but you know, the dye is still all here, and it's real good because we're going to need it for the museum at some point when we get all the colored wool in there. But I tried making these look like they were easels. I think it comes across way better on this one because it goes over the slab. I love that. I think it's just so cute, and I'm so glad I'm able to do that. But you know, we've got paintings in here themselves, just a few, and then these are easels. So I wanted this to kind of look like the area where you'd keep some of your paint, maybe even your palette. You know, you got like the stuff that keeps it upright. It's a lot better if you look at it like this. I wanted it to stand out, so I got some spruce logs, and then I wanted this light gray wool to look like the canvas itself. So you know, like the edges of the canvas aren't always painted when you paint something. So we've got the actual painting on the front and then the top of the easel up there. And this is a very tall painting, so the top of the easel is covered, but I think it looks good. And these rugs, the City Living Pack has all those really weird abstract rugs with like different colors and stuff. I love that. I think I should play The Sims. I love this. And this is supposed to be like one of those shelves, you know, that you have, whether it's like in your art class or at an art studio. They always have those like really weird like they definitely look like they're gonna fall at any minute. Like they're not sturdy, but they never fall. And they're like covered in paint and they're really messy and they've got a ton of paint supplies on them. That's the type of shelf I'm thinking about with here. And of course, I have a crafting table. I have to have a crafting table and everything. I have to say, my favorite thing that I did this episode was this tiny forest here. I don't know what it is. I think I just did a really nice job on it. 5 buildings in this episode. But I'm most proud of my little simple forest. And it's true, I am most proud of this little simple forest. I think it's so cute. I love it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I enjoyed it. I had a ton of fun. I thought it was great. Yeah, I mean, thank you for watching. And thank you for 300 subscribers. It's insane the type of growth that my channel has had. I thought that it would take me, I'm not joking, I thought it would take me years to get 300. Like, I really did. I hope you had a good day. I hope you had a good night. If you didn't have either, I hope something during the day or night makes you feel better. Anything. Do something to make yourself feel better. It helps, honestly. It really does. You may not think it does, but it does. And trust me. Like, I don't know, put on some of your favorite music and just dance for a little bit. That's real good. That's fun. And you don't even have to get up and dance. You can dance in your chair. That's fun. Like, pretend you're in a music video. That's really fun. It may be embarrassing, but do it anyways. It's good to be embarrassed about some things. It strengthens your person. It strengthens your mind, Padawan. See you next video, and goodbye!